Hey gang, Tony here. Happy October! We made it! Yes! So I haven't been around for a couple weeks because I haven't had any yard sale finds or flea market finds to show you because it's been raining every weekend. Today's actually beautiful, but, well, I'll tell you about that in a second. So, those of you who've been around long enough to remember, when I used to do my Halloween videos, I would have a different pumpkin ale for basically every video that I did. And I haven't really done that in a long time. On occasion, like this, I will crack into a pumpkin ale for the festivity of the whole thing. And I thought I'd do that today since it is October 1st, which is why I'm making the video in the first place. And again, this is Saranac Pumpkin Ale, which I may or may not have had before. I don't know. I would love to do that whole pumpkin ale every time I do a video thing, but beer is kind of expensive. Especially the specialty craft beer stuff. Like if you're going out and getting friggin', Saranac or Dogfish Head pumpkin ale. Or what's the other one that's really expensive? Like a 4-pack of bottles of it costs like $15, and that's a lot of money for 4 beers. So yeah, I'm not necessarily going to be doing that. But let's taste this one. Pretty good. I like it. Sweet. This is a sweet pumpkin ale, not overly spiced even at all, really. I suspect there's actually pumpkin in this one because it has that sort of I know people, when you hear pumpkin spice, you think it's just going to be heavily spiced, but a good pumpkin ale uses real pumpkin and goes kind of easy on the spices, which is kind of what this is reminding me of a bit more. I'll have to do a little investigating. I'm not sure if that's accurate at all, but I actually ended up, when I bought this case of beer, I got the autumn mix. So there's really only the one pumpkin ale, and then all the other ones are just autumnal stuff. There's Oktoberfest, Black Forest, and a Honey Pills. So I didn't want all pumpkin ale, if I'm being honest. I like it, but I'm not I don't want to only be drinking pumpkin ale. Anyway, I wanted to just say hi. This will be a short cheers to the season sort of video. I want to tell you a few things. Number one, we started our Halloween programming over on Retro Days. So even though I'm not doing a whole lot here in the way of specialty videos, you can still catch some of my specialty Halloween videos, at least the writing that I'm doing for Retro Days. So if you hit the Retro Days link, the first one is already up. It's about memorable Halloween fast food promos from the 80s and 90s. I think there's even one from the 70s in there from Burger Chef, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, check that out. And then we still have a full month of Halloween programming that we're doing over there. In fact, what I did today, on October 1st, what I spent most of my day doing was writing the final episode of the Halloween season. Our workflow over there is 3 or 4 weeks ahead of when they actually air, because I have to write the script, which takes a few days, especially if there's one that I have to do a lot of research for. That could take even longer. And then I send that over, and then John from Gen X Grown Up, he's the host of Celebrating Yesteryear on Retro Days as well. He will do the voice recording and the video portion of that, and then he sends that to Tony, Tony Great of Retro Days, and Tony is the producer and the editor, and he'll take the the recording and the voice recording and turn it into the actual video, which will then eventually get posted. So it takes us, I think we, generally speaking, do that in about a week and a half or so altogether. So it's good to have that 3-4 week cushion so that we're not doing every week when it needs to be posted. So yeah, the new video, or I should say the last video, the one I was writing today, is a nostalgic trick-or-treating experience. So I tried to sort of recreate Halloween day as it may have been for us as kids. Everything from getting up and having to go to school on Halloween all the way through to the end of the night after trick-or-treating and what you do before bedtime. So that was a fun one to write. I got to edit it up and have it sent over. My Patreon is growing. We have a couple new members. In fact, I should have prepped for like a shout out. I'll do shout outs maybe in the next video, but I want to do shout outs for all the new people popping in, and as well as everyone who's been there. I am in the midst of creating a Halloween party in a box, which is like a Halloween mystery box. This is not going to be available outside my Patreon because it's very limited. I didn't have I didn't really want to go crazy and like try selling this outside of the Patreon. But really, it's free for $10 members who have been around for 6 months. If you've been a $10 member for more than 6 months, you essentially just get the box for free, shipped for free and everything, just part of the being a patron. If you're a $15 member, you only have to have been a member for 4 months, and still, again, free for them. The $5 members, as long as you've been around for a few months, I'm giving those away for free, just cost of shipping. So, basically just pay for it to get shipped to you, and the box is free otherwise. And then the dollar members, I am just doing like a flat rate. I'm probably about $20 for the box shipped. It's a fun little box, Tried to get a couple vintage items in there, a couple fun other items. Probably going to try to get a movie in each box. I had a couple other things I wanted to do. One, I'm going to do like random insertions, like I have a couple copies of... It's falling! No! I have a couple copies of this particular spooky sounds, or actually this one is more of like music, I think, but it's a, Halloween cassette. And since I have two, one random, I guess you could call them a winner, one random winner will be getting that tape in their box. And I'm also, of course, doing the every 3 months, essentially. It's a quarterly physical newsletter that I do for $5 members and up. So there'll be the October newsletter mailer in the box for anyone getting the box, and if you're not getting the box, they'll just be getting their mailer. And I'm doing the spooky sounds things. I like to share the spooky sound CDs and cassettes with the members there. And I think I had some other stuff planned for the group as well. So anyway, if you want to join in, you can. It might be a little late for the box. We'll figure that out if you join up. If you join at the $5 member, or the dollar member. If you do dollar member, then you could just buy it for the $20 and it's pretty much good to go. Yeah, so I'm gonna drink some more beer. I didn't have really much else to. I don't have like stuff to show you today or anything like that. But like I said, I just really wanted to say happy October. We're here. This is the best month of the year, so let's make the most of it. Go grab your own seasonal beverage or make something special to mark the occasion. I wanted to make a pumpkin pie today, but I was very busy and just didn't have the time to do it. So that was unfortunate. Maybe tomorrow I might have a bit more time. I am going to see I was going to also go see The Exorcist in theaters today, but also didn't have time for that. Luckily, they're still showing it again on Wednesday. It's something called Fathom Events, which should be in like a lot of Cinemarks, and I'm not sure if other theaters do it. I think they do. I don't think it's like any one specific theater chain, but Fathom Events, they'll do like these limited runs. So I recently saw They Live on the big screen through Fathom Events, and then this week, like I said, is Exorcist. Wednesday they're showing The Exorcist again. I missed Christine. I was going to go see Christine, but then and they also had The Goonies, but I didn't get to go that week because I was feeling under the weather. And then the next one's going to be 1,000 Corpses, and House of a Thousand Corpses, and then they're doing The Birds, and I think there's a new movie that they're showing one day in October that I forget the name of, but I'm probably going to go check out. Anyway, so some stuff to do. I hope you have lots of good plans. Oh, I'm going to go because I want to make the most of the rest of the day. It's only 5:30 here, so I think I have time to maybe make one of those seasonal treats. Let's see what I can do. All right, everybody. Happy October. Hope you have a great day, great month. I'll try to pop in a few more times. And if I'm not here, go check out those Retro Days videos. They're real cool. All right, everybody. Breathe deep in the night.